Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing King Arthur Legends Rise. For today's video, we have a patch update, a new hero, and it's an interesting one to go over. Alright, so patch notes time. We have, more patch notes besides the new hero. We do have a new raid up event. We have some unexpected realities for this hero as well. But yeah, I'm going to get into all of that. We're first going to start with the patch notes, and then we'll watch the hero introduction video and read the hero introduction. Then we will take a look at the character and events in game. Alright, so this is the full patch notes. They always give that little notice the day before, but it doesn't say the details until it actually goes live, which is a little weird. But let's read through it with better details for what's happening. So, new hero, Iweret, raid up summon. New heroes will only be available through the raid up summon. It will not be possible to obtain Iweret through other summons, like legendary hero summon selection tickets, legendary hero summon tickets, rare to legendary summon tickets, etc. We will announce when they are added to other summons through either a notice or a description of the in-game items. So description of the in-game items meaning they might not even give us a notice, they're just going to magically appear in the summoning pool one day. So at first, it sounds like it says other summons. But what about special summons? If it's only available through raid up summons, I think they do mean that the normal special summons, they might not be added to the pool immediately. We'll see. I would assume that at the end of the raid up, they'll be added to the normal pool of heroes for the special summons, but maybe not these special ticket type items. That would make sense. And they also say new relics will only be available through raid up summons. It will not be possible to obtain the newly released relics through other summons. Relic summons or relic summon tickets, etc. We will announce when they are added to the summons through either a notice or in-game description. So, you mean you add a new hero, and it comes with, I think, Iweret comes with a frost relic. We can't get fire or storm relics for the new hero? That's a weird system. I don't know. It's strange. Alright, the other details are that there is now an Iweret raid up summon event, a gold collecting event, and an arena challenge event. Okay. So there are also some improvements, like we read already in the last video. Fixes the issues where the description for K's passive skill, Sharpened Blades level 2, was not displayed. Fix the issue where the damage dealt decrease effect from Guinevere's Chivalry 8 skill was not applied correctly. Market items, sorry. And improvements were made to organize useful items and materials by market level, making it easier to get the necessary resources to power up during the early stages of the game. And then they changed the clan attendance reward from gold to stamina. So that's it for the patch notes, but we have a lot more to go over, so let's go on to the hero introduction. Alright, let's start with the YouTube video here. Ignore my little TubeBuddy tab, I don't know how to get rid of that. Alright, no music, sorry, because they like to do copyrights. Okay, here's our new hero. Dark Mage Iweret. Female. Again, Dark Mage. That's not the lore at all. It's fine, we'll talk about it. Horned Dark Mage. Okay. So let's, active skill 1, Magic, Spike, Needle, Ice. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Total damage 64% attack. 100% chance for last hit to inflict mark for 2 turns. Alright, another mark hero that will definitely be helpful for the dragon if we can actually get Mark to work properly there. Mark lowers defense by 5% and evasion by 10%. Active skill Ritual Frost. 100% chance to gain critical strike rate increase 2, critical strike damage increase 2, and effect accuracy increase 2 for 2 turns. So you'd probably want to start out with that. The only thing that's annoying with these, the way that they allow you to do skill presets is like, okay, on the first time you go, you want to do this. The second time you go, you might want to use your ultimate, but you can't make those things happen in the correct order when you're on full auto. So I don't know why they do skills like this. The presets don't really work when, like, if you prioritize skill 3 and it just always uses skill 3, she's never gonna buff herself. It's so weird. Okay, 100% independent chance to inflict mark to 2 random enemies for 2 turns. This act with skill 2. Onslaught Frozen Lance. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times, total damage of 297% attack. Okay. I hear you. Upon critical strike, deals additional damage if the target has mark. Oh. So this is another weird one. So this is a Mark hero who is coming as Frost. Oh no, it's okay. I was like, wait, never mind. That's good. That means they're strong against Yaskalig. Okay, that's good then. Never mind. Ignore me. Damage 150% attack. And then passive Power of the Dead God. When attacking, 100% independent chance to grant each serpent's favor ally. Critical strike rate increase 2 for 2 turns. So she's gonna pair just perfect with Morgan, who's also great in Yaskalig. I like that. And then you could use Sarah as your healer. And then you'd have Sigrun as well. Right? Why not? Both. You need many instances of Mark to take advantage of it properly. So Sigrun plus Iweret, Morgan, and Sarah. I'm calling that as a team. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. We'll try. Okay. And then Black Magic Distortion passive here. Upon critical strike, charges the attack gauge in 50% and gains Black Magic Wrath for 3 turns. Black Magic Wrath grants critical strike damage increase plus 30% and hit accuracy increase plus 20%. Cooldown time is 4 turns at max level with a max time of 8 max usage of 8. Interesting. Okay. So she's gonna smack, isn't she? Black Magic Overload. When attacking, if you have Black Magic Wrath, charges attack gauge by 100%. And trigger, prepare Black Magic Tracking. Interesting. Black Magic Tracking attacks 1 enemy. Damage 55% attack. Additionally, it attacks all enemies. Damage 100% attack. Okay. There's a lot of damage going on here. If the last hit strikes a target with 3 or more mark, which should happen in this dungeon, right? That's what you're aiming for. Then each one has a 100% chance to trigger mark explosion that detonates all marks on the target, dealing damage. The cooldown is 2 turns. So you're definitely going to have to speed tune enough to where... I guess it doesn't really matter, but maybe. Because she's going to boost herself too. I don't know. That's going to be easy to tune when she boosts herself. Because, like, do you want Sigrun to go first to place more mark and then she's going to explode it as well? Maybe. Okay. Alright, well, that was the video. Now let's check out the infographic. Alrighty, we have the infographic here for our hero, Iweret. So, leader effect activates an equipment dungeon, grants all allies damage taken decrease of 15%. He's serpent, and environmental effect is heat. Hero overview. Iweret is a dark mage with a horned appearance, capable of granting herself buffs to enhance her stats, and using Mark to deal powerful damage to her enemies. A hero that excels in a variety of content, including Nest of Yaskaleg and Colosseum. I didn't think about Arena, okay. Relic skills. This is kind of what we already just went over, so I'm not going to reread them again. But here we go. She does come with this frost relic. Other acquirable relics. Well, how do we acquire them if we can't wait? Other acquirable relics. How? If it says we can only summon her relics in the rate up event, are you saying we can like have a chance to summon her other relics instead of her? Or do the relics get added to the pool? We have something interesting to look at, but okay. So the flame relic attacks one enemy and one random enemy. 100% chance to inflict mark for 2 turns. Attacks one enemy 3 times with the S2. If the first hit is critical, 100% chance to gain critical strike damage increase 2 for 1 turn, and critical strike damage increase 2 for critical rate, increase for 1 turn. 100% chance to last hit to inflict mark for 3 turns. So that's very similar. But the ultimate attacks all enemies. Upon critical strike, deals additional damage 1 time if the target has mark. All right, interesting. And then Book of Storms, 80% chance for the last hit to inflict mark for 2 turns with the basic attack here. And this one attacks 1 enemy and then 2 random enemies with the skill 1. Skill 2, 100% chance to gain critical strike damage increase 2 for 2 turns, critical strike rate increase 2 for 2 turns, and effect accuracy increase 2 for 2 turns, with an independent chance to inflict mark on 2 random enemies for 2 turns. And then the ultimate is an AoE as well. And then if upon crit, deals additional damage 1 time. Okay. Passive skills. Power of the God. Okay, we already talked about those with the video. So again, I'm not going to go over all those. Recommended equipment and stats. Critical set, damage, critical damage, and focus. So I would say critical damage, critical... I mean, you could also use just the attack percentage set for sake of just damage, right? But accuracy could be a 3rd. Oh, damage is a 4 set? Never mind. I was thinking that was only a 2 set. Full damage builds. That also, again, can be the attack percentage 4 set. You also could go with a counter on your first. Got a chance to smack with the first skill. But yeah, they suggest focusing attack percentage for the rings and necklace, attack for the orb, earrings, a critical strike damage, and the belt attack with the banner for piercing percentage. Okay. But we do have to remember that if you want to apply mark, you need accuracy. So don't forget accuracy in this build as well. Okay. Let's look now at something a little bit more humorous. So in my video, I kind of pulled up to try to find a little bit about the lore of Iweret before the Carol came out, right? Yesterday. Like, who is this character? What is this character? Someone else left a really nice comment with a better explanation here. So let's read what the lore should be about this character. In Arthurian legend, Iweret, sometimes spelled Iris or Iweret, is somewhat lesser known character, often associated with the Grail quest in the Round Table. Iweret is typically described as a knight of the Round Table who is the son of King Bors and the brother of Sir Bors and the younger, and Sir Lionel. He's one of the knights who participate in various quests and adventures during the reign of King Arthur. While Iweret's role is not as prominent as the other knights like Lancelot, Percival, or Gawain, He is still an important figure in certain versions of Grail Quest and the broader Arthurian cycle. Some sources mention Iweret had a significant role in the quest for the Holy Grail, where he, along with his family members, searched for the sacred relic. However, much of his personal story is often overshadowed by the more central characters with Arthurian mythology. While Iweret's story does not carry the same weight and fame of knights like Galahad or Percival in Grail lore, his inclusion in the Vulgate cycle and other Arthurian texts established him as a noble knight involved in legendary quests. And in my video, I also read that he was the father of Ibis, or Ilbis, I can't remember the spelling, who ends up killing Lancelot, and he kills Lancelot, Lancelot kills him, and then after Lancelot kills him, he takes the daughter, and then Lancelot marries his daughter, and yeah. But this is definitely not, we did not get a Knight of the Round Table, we got a female Dark Mage. What? So this was just really weird to me because I feel like if you're using an IP where there's already known lore about characters and already history that might be real history in some cases, not most, but in some cases, why would they go so off kilter? Like, what the hell is this? It's just so weird. So even in Godforge, I work for Fateless, we're creating Godforge. People get super critical of, oh, that's not what his weapon should be. Like, one person commented that, Zeus needs an actual lightning bolt. But it's like, no, it's a video game. If he has a weapon, like a spear that has lightning effects, that's fine. At least there's inspiration, right? Or there's been some other comments about little things here and there where it's also like remembering at the end of the day, it's a game and there's not real known history about these creations. It's lore at the end of the day a lot of times, right? It's mythology a lot of times. But sticking to the general idea is what's important, but taking some creative liberties is expected. But man, this was some serious creative liberties. So there is a rate-up summon to go along with her. We're going to pull up her in-game in a second. So you do get bonuses for summoning a lot. So if you summon up to 60 times on the banner, you get a ton of rewards along the way. So honestly, totally worth it. I love that they did this at the beginning, not a week in like they did at Early Access for Merlin. And then we also have an arena event and the gold collecting event here as well. So keep that in mind. Love that. All right. And then, yeah, let's do the thing. Okay, Iweret. Let's take a look. She looks like a young female. Looks a lot like Akolon, right? Kind of gender bendery vibes. I like that. I can dig that, but like a dark mage. She's the father of a female who marries Lancelot. She kills Lancelot. She's a Knight of the Round Table, not a dark mage. I don't know. I don't like the idea that they went so far away from the idea. Let me know what you guys think about that. Does that bother you, or is you're like, yeah, whatever? It sounds like all they did was take her name, quite literally, just like, okay, this is a name we know of. Now let's just create a character. So okay, we have the other books here. How do we get them? No idea. But the cool part is you can take a look at her using those skills with the test skills button. So what does this ultimate look like? Why did we use it without me? No. Oh, that's cool. I like the way that the ultimate looks. Look at that. Okay. The graphics are really neat for that one. Bruh. Oh wait, this is a buff on herself. Okay. And you can make the weather heat because she's heat. Right? She gets the extra buff, right? The passive. Whee! Okay. All right, I like that. The graphics are fun. Let's take a look at the flame relic. So here we go. Whee! Okay, so the same exact animation, just different color. All right, fair enough. I'm just gonna, okay. Let's do one more thing. I want to read her lore now that we have lore. So, a witch whose horned appearance is said to be born of a demonic pact. Though she does not care for the rumors, her powers over death are often misunderstood. She is a firm believer in that the ends justify the means, no matter how extreme. Among her fellow mages, opinion of her is split. She's either a bold genius or the demon's bride. This is not the right name. I think they grabbed the wrong character to match up with the name. So she's from Francia as well. I don't know, guys. This is weird. It just isn't the name at all. If you're going to do an IP that's based on existing lore, you have to somewhat stay in the realm, even if you go crazy with how dramatic the character is. I just think they grabbed the wrong name. I don't know, guys, but yeah, that's what we got so far. This was a long video. Sorry for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the deep dive. And I will do my summons for this character soon. So stay tuned for that within the next day or two. And I'll see you in the next video.